Good morning, students. So, students, today we will start with a new lesson in English. The name of the lesson is All About Money. Now, you all know that we have to use money accordingly because money is precious and we have to use it carefully, right? Okay, so we'll see the lesson. We all need money to buy things and to pay people who work for us, right? We all need money to buy any of the thing it is related to buying food items, your clothes, anything in the house. You need money to buy. Without money, you can't buy things. And to pay people who work for us. Now, if there is someone come to your house to do some or the other work, it might be a small work or a big work, you have to pay for that person because anyone doesn't do free work for us, so we need to pay for them. But what is money? Who invented money? This question comes into your mind. What is money? Who is the person who has invented money? Okay, let's see. Today we see money in the form of coins and notes. You all know that, right? We find money in a form of coins and notes. In the form of coins, we find small money, like for example, small amount of money: 1 rupee, 2 rupees, 5 rupees, 10 rupees, 20 rupees. Nowadays, we also have 20 rupees coin. We have notes also. So that's what they are saying. We see money in the form of coins and notes. Currency, cash money. Now first we'll see what are coins. A 50 paise coin which we used earlier but now it has stopped. We don't use it anymore. Then a 1 rupee coin, a 5 rupee coin, a 10 rupee coin, and we also have a 20 rupee coin now. And in the form of notes, we have a 5 rupee note, a 10 rupee note, 20 rupees, 50 rupees, a 100 rupee note, a 200 rupee note, 500 rupees, and a 1000 rupee note. We had a 1000 rupee note previously, now we don't have. Okay, so let's see further. These are the coins and notes we use in India. Now, there's all these coins and notes whichever I read out. These all coins and notes we use in India. But different countries use different coins and notes. Their money is known by different names. Now, you go to other countries, you can't use our money over there because they have it in the form of other. They have another notes. So their money is known by different names. In our country, we call it as rupees. Okay, in the other country, they call it with other names. We'll see that further. In the United States, they use dollars. In England, they use pounds. Just as the way I told you, they call it with different name. They call money with different names. So in United States, they call it as dollars, and in England, they call it as pounds. But long ago, people did not use coins and notes. They exchanged one thing for another. This was known as barter. So previously, that is long time ago, in the ancient time, people did not use these coins and notes which we use it now. They exchange one thing, means they exchange one thing for another. If they wanted that thing, they used to exchange it. So that system was called as the barter system. If they wanted food grains, they used to give something else to the farmer and they used to get food grains in return. So that was called a barter system. You need to give something to that person, and then in return that person will give you something. It may seem unbelievable, but long ago people even used stone as money. You won't believe it, but earlier in the ancient time, it was that people even used special stones, okay, as money. Imagine how difficult it must have been to carry this money. Now it's very difficult to carry stones. Can you carry so lots of stones in your pocket? No, your pocket will become heavy. So it was very difficult at that time to carry this form of money, that is stones. People also used bricks of salt, shells and cowries as money in the past. So in the past they even used in the form of money as bricks of salt, shells which we get on the seashore, and cowries are also like shells. So they used that as money in the past. They gave grain, farm produce, cattle, goats, chicken, etc. in return for things like clothes, tools, and implements or as wages. Now we know that in the ancient time, people were mostly engaged in agriculture. So they had lots of farm produce. They used to grow their own crops. They used to have their own animals, cattle, that is. Then what they used to do, they used to give that animal, and in return they used to buy things like clothes, tools, different tools and implements needed for agricultural work. So that was a barter system. They then began to use bits of precious metals like gold, silver, and copper as money. It was easier to carry this money around. Then, after some years, okay, what they started using a bits of precious metals like gold, silver as money, and copper as money. So, previously, we even had coins of silver. Now, we don't have because the prices increased, but previously we had coins of silver. So that was an easier way to carry money around. Okay, paper money was first used in China about 1,000 years ago. So the paper money, that is the notes, was first used in China around 1,000 years ago. Paper money or notes have no value of their own, but a note is a promise to give that much money. Now, paper money does not have much value, but if you have a note with you, you keep it very carefully because it has value, right? Money has value, so you keep it very carefully with you. These notes are printed by the government. No one else is allowed to print notes, right? We common people can't print notes. So these notes are printed by whom? By the government. You must use your money carefully. As I told you at the start, you must use your money carefully because that's a precious thing. Once you use it, you're not going to get that same money back. So you have to use it carefully. You should not write on the notes or tear or crumble the notes or damage them in any way. Now, when you get a note, when you have a note, do not write on it because that note is going to go to someone else. So, we should not damage that note, not crumple. That means keep the note properly. Okay? Do not damage, do not crumple, keep it in a proper way. Okay? Next, you should also be careful when you spend money. That's what I told you. When you're spending some money, that's 20 rupees, 10 rupees to buy something, you should use it carefully because once you spend that money, that amount won't come back to you. So you should use it carefully. People have to work hard to earn money. We all know that to earn a certain amount of money, a person has to work very hard. He has to struggle. Then only he gets that amount every month, right? His salary. So that's what they're telling. Whenever you're spending money, spend it carefully. Okay, so here we end with this chapter all about money. We will learn the next chapter in the next video. Thank you for listening, children. Goodbye. Take care.